Good morning, it's 7 a.m. on a Saturday. My name's Ara, this is the Low Limit Poker Challenge. So I've had some exciting stuff come up in the last couple weeks, and I haven't made a video in a while, so I wanted to kind of update everyone on what I was doing in the poker world. Yes, I do have a full-time job, but yes, I do make a bunch of money from poker that I depend on every month. So, the most exciting thing to me personally is last Saturday, I ended up stepping up after about a week of planning. I've been doing very well at 5-10 no limit, and I wanted to step up, keep the pressure on myself, and I ended up playing 25-50 no limit last Saturday at Encore in Boston. So that was exciting to me. I posted that I was going to do it. I did it. I ended up bringing almost $5,000 with me because the minimum buy-in was $5,000. I figured I'd win a little bit before I got a seat. The opposite came true. I lost $600 or $700 at 10-20 no limit while waiting for a seat. I ended up stepping into the game and had to borrow $600 from my buddy Ray, who used to be on this channel with me. I ended up cashing out for about $1,000 profit. I felt very comfortable in the game, surprisingly comfortable. I am bankrolled for the game, but I don't necessarily want to lose back tens of thousands of dollars immediately, so I am cautious while I'm stepping up because at 25-50 shit gets real. So 3 out of my 4 significant hands were bluffs. I did, believe it or not, I did feel like I was the best player in the game. There was a couple of players who I was very familiar with that over the last 10 years or so I've played a significant amount of 5-10 no limit with at Foxwoods. So some of the guys were the same. There was definitely some recreational players that were just clearly millionaires and playing a couple hands. There was this crazy guy named Jay. He's fun to play with. So I did feel comfortable in the game. I felt like my bluffs were very clearly thought out without any nervousness. So I was happy about that. So the second thing that has been going on is I've been wanting to prove to a particular coworker who keeps on asking, he's fascinated that I play poker. So I've been wanting to prove to him that poker is a game of skill. So I posted something very controversial on Facebook. I said that I was going to play him in 9 different heads-up matches, and the first of us to win 5 matches would win. So it's something like we would play 1 penny, 2 penny, and whoever got all, maybe we'd start with $3 worth, so whoever got all 600 pennies by the end of the match, 150 big blinds deep, would win that match. And if he can beat me 5 times before I beat him 5 times, then I would give him $5,000. If I ended up winning 5 matches before him, then he would only have to give me $500. So on the total bet, I am laying him 10-1 odds. There's a clear reason why I'm doing this, and this was very controversial. First of all, I do consider myself a professional, or at least a semi-professional, and I was a professional player. And I do play a significant amount of No Limit Hold'em, and I do play some 5-10 heads up, you know, sometimes to get games started, or like 4 in the morning when we're the last 2 people. So I do feel very comfortable playing heads up. So that's my skill level. His skill level is he's constantly talking about No Limit Hold'em and saying that he can play 3-card poker, and he knows the rules of Hold'em, and he knows he's only going to play good hands, and he's going to know when to bluff me. And it's just not true. I mean, it's like a 12-year-old playing against a Division I college basketball player. You know, he's just not going to win. So I kind of posted this. I feel comfortable with the 10-1 odds. And when I posted on Facebook, there was a few people that quickly figured out that he can just go all in every hand. That's true, he can, and he'll probably have a better chance of beating me in some individual matches if he goes all in every hand. But remember, I can fold for 10 or 20 hands until I get a hand that's like ace-jack suited or better, you know, pocket 8s or better, something like that. And then I'll have a big edge. You know, I might dwindle away 20 or 30 pennies. I'll probably get the double up. There'll probably be a short stack after. I don't think going all in every hand is a good strategy. I do think it's a good strategy for him to win a couple individual matches, but clearly will not be... it probably would be his best strategy and his best chance of winning, but I still don't think he'll have a 10% chance of winning the overall 5 matches. So, I mean, no matter what he does, he's not going to win. I mean, I think if he actually tries to play, he has a much better chance of winning 0 matches than he does 5 matches. His most likely result is probably winning 2 out of 9. I think that's most likely. I mean, just intuitively, he's just not going to win. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it or anything. I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm the best player in the world. It's just I've played poker enough. Like he's just not going to win. He's just that guy at the table that's not going to win. So, but yeah, this is a kind of a skill versus luck type of situation, or to prove that there's skill in poker. So this created a lot of controversy on Facebook. So then everybody that played poker, because I posted this in a couple poker forums like Cash Poker and Poker in Massachusetts, and it was just some people were like, I'm just hustling him and I'm taking his $500, and that's almost how I feel. But I am offering a real $5,000. So, but there was the other half of the people thought that I was very stupid for laying him 10-1. Like he could just go all in every hand, and I should be laying him like 3-1 odds. But realistically, if he goes all in every hand, I mean, he's only going to beat me somewhere between 15 and 30% of the time. I mean, I can choose what hands I want to call with if he goes all in every single hand. So I don't think he's going to beat me more than 33% of the time. I could just wait it out for a good hand. I mean, a random hand has got to be not doing well against ace queen suited or better and pocket eights or better. So anyway, so it created a lot of controversy. So a bunch of people who actually play poker challenged me to Heads Up. So I thought of a new challenge for them, kind of still a skill versus luck challenge. So to qualify to play Heads Up against me in the new type of challenge, I said, if you have never played poker for $250 or more, basically if you're a 1-2 player, if you've never played any tournaments for $250 or more, if you've never played any cash games for $250 or more, I can pretty much assume that I have a skill advantage over you. I find 1-2 to be very easy. I forget exactly what my average was, but it was somewhere in the $35 to $40 an hour ballpark when I had the 1-2 challenge last year. Me and Ray played 25 sessions at 1-2. So in general, the 1-2 players are not as much of a challenge to me. I'll just put it that way. And I definitely could make a living playing 1-2 no limit. My average is better at 5-10, so I choose to play 5-10 mostly. But this 1-2 challenge, I think I could probably offer in the 3-1 ballpark. I could probably offer $3,000 to $1,000 on the side bet, on the overall bet. And for the 1-2 challenge, since it would be versus people that actually do play poker sometimes, we would probably do something like start with $250 or $300 and play Heads Up. 9 matches. We'd keep everything we win all the matches. We'd keep everything we win in the matches. And then there'd be that side bet. I was very inspired by the Durr challenge back in 2011 or whatever it was. I loved that idea when he offered $1.5 million to anyone in the world versus their $500,000 over 50,000 hands, I believe. He played Patrick Antonius and won. Antonius bought out. He played Jungle Man, and who knows the outcome of that match. 10 years later, I think he's making Jungle Man some payments. And he regrets making the challenge. Maybe I will regret doing this challenge, and I'll have to pay out the $3,000. So the third challenge that it inspired is the Poker Dads challenge. I'm in this group called Poker Dads. People that love poker, people that love being a dad. I love the idea of that group. It's more of a fun group, and we don't talk about poker strategy quite as much, but I do love the idea of a Poker Dads group. And the leader of the group, Nick McGill, hi Nick, who I have recently in the last few months became friends with. We've exchanged numbers, and we're going to try to stream a live heads-up match Sunday at 1 p.m. I don't have too much time because I work 40-something hours a week, and I play poker 20-something hours a week. But I'm going to try to stream this. We're going to play 1-2 PLO. He lives somewhere else in the country. I don't know. But he seems to be a real chatty person. I'm a chatty person. So we're thinking something like we play 7 matches, and best out of 7 wins. Maybe a $100 prize at the end, maybe something more interesting. This, I think, will be something fun for us to do. So if you're around Sunday at 1 and we actually do it, come and watch. Take care, guys. Bye.